Loving strangers in the city. In cities now, modern, I wander. Days, places, indifferent, through various the same. Still, I adhere to my city, my own Manhattan with spires. America's great democratic island city, the place of my dearest love, that I have lived and sung in your midst will one day make you illustrious. I think I have reason to be the proudest son alive, for I am the son of the brawny and tall top city, the world city, me, a Manhattanese, the most loving, free, friendly, and proud. Manhattan streets I sauntered, day upon day and year upon year, O city, walking your streets, curious, gay, observant, and singing, pondering Manhattan streets with their powerful throbs, the tumultuous streets, the myriad feet of rushing Broadway, the endless sliding, mincing, shuffling feet, mighty land river pouring down through the center of Manhattan. When millions footed Manhattan unpent descends to her pavements, the city's ceaseless crowd moves on the livelong day. The thick crowds, well dressed, hurrying, feverish, electric crowds. The continental crowds, as if they would never end. Manhattan crowds with their turbulent musical chorus. The broad, bright current streaming with strong voices, passions, pageants, the heavy bass, low roar, great hum and harshness, composite and musical. How strong is our instinct to seek social pleasures amidst a multitude. Just as any of you is one of a living crowd, I was one of a crowd. The mere presence of a crowd gathered to behold a spectacle is a powerful excitement. It is a never ending amusement and study and recreation for me to ride a couple of hours of pleasant afternoon on a Broadway stage. You see, everything as you pass the pageants, shipping tableaus, spectacles, what a fascinating chaos, a sort of million hued, ever changing, endless panorama. So many splendid buildings, tall, ornamental, noble buildings, high growths of iron, slender, strong, light, atop a tall topped marble and iron beauties. They seem to almost reach the clouds. The lamps are lit, the shops blaze, shops, great windows with lots of fine things in the windows. Are they not about the same, the civilized world over? As I turn from the crowded street and peer through the plate glass at the pictures or the rich goods, in Broadway, the reflections moving, glistening, silent, the faces and figures, old and young, all so various, all so phantasmic. The thick crowds, well dressed, sparkling eyes, human faces, magnetism. Crowds of women richly dressed, continually passing, ambulating to and fro, altogether different, superior in style, and looks from any to be seen anywhere else. As if New York would show what it can do in its humanity, its choicest physique and physiognomy, and its countless prodigality of locomotion, glitter, magnetism, and happiness. I sometimes think I am the particular man who enjoys the show of all these things in New York more than any other mortal, as if it was all got up just for me to observe and study. Again, my walks through the Manhattan, the streets I knew so well, I resume with curiosity the crowds, those never ending human currents, the great tides of humanity with ever shifting movements. I always enjoy seeing the city let loose and the rampage, a million people, manners free and superb, open voices, hospitality. What hurrying human tides or day What hurrying human tides or days, what passions, winnings, losses, otters swim thy waters, hurrying with the modern crowd, as eager and fickle as any. Amongst the men and women, the multitude, here and there, couples or trios, young and old, clear faced and of the perfect physique, walk in twined arms in divine friendship, happy. A dreamer would not fail to see spirits amidst the crowds, devils busily whispering into scheming ears, the demons of falsehood, avarice, wrath, and impurity flitting hither and thither, and mingling eagerly their suggestions in the hot, seething atmosphere of human plots and devices. New York is one of the most crime haunted and dangerous cities in Christendom. Any affordable stranger who makes friendly offers is very likely to attempt to swindle you as soon as he can get you into your confidence. And angels, too, among or above the hurrying mass, seeking to lift some soul out of evil ways or to guard it from imminent temptation, making all allowances for the shadows and side streets of a million-headed city. Doubtless there were plenty of hard up folks along the pavements. The brief total of the impressions, the human qualities, is to me comforting, even heroic beyond statement. Alertness generally fine, physique a singular combination of reticence and self-possession, with good nature and friendliness and a palpable outcropping of personal comradeship, are not only constantly visible here in the mighty channels of men, but they form the rule and average. I know well real heart of this mighty city, fully aware of all that can be said on the other side. I find in this New York the daily contact and rapport with its myriad people on the scale of oceans and tides the best, most effective medicine my soul has yet partaken. I get along very sociably with any of them, as I let them do all of the talking. And only now and then I have a long confab or ask a suggest question or two. These, I say, and like of these, completely satisfy my senses of power, fullness, motion, etc., and give me, through such senses and appetites, and through my aesthetic consciousness, a continued exaltation, an absolute fulfillment. The city of such young men, I swear I cannot live happy without I often go talk, walk, eat, drink, sleep with them. The city of such women, many beautiful women, I am mad to be with them. I said to myself, I must pursue these people into its haunts, the great million, the city where it lives. I have gone thither and I have carefully viewed them. I have not pierced those places with the eyes of intellect merely, for more have I pierced them with the sense of sympathy and love. I think that the persons thereof are mine, that I alone understand them and love them. Superb faced Manhattan, endless humanity in all phases. I have rejected nothing you've offered me. To make me glutted, enriched of soul, you give me forever faces, faces and faces and faces, faces of friendship, precision, caution, suavidity, ideality, the ugly face of something beautiful, the handsome, detested, or despised face, the face of an amour, the face of a veneration, the face as of a dream, the face of an immobile rock, the face withdrawn of its good and bad and castrated face. The face is a haze more chill than the Arctic Sea. The face is a dog's snout sniffing for garbage, good or bad. I never question you. I love all. I do not condemn anything. I chant and celebrate all that is yours. Give me these phantoms incessant and endless. Give me faces and streets. When the facades of the houses are alive with people, when eyes gaze riveted tens of thousands at a time, clear eyes that look straight at you. What curious questioning glances. the glimpses just caught of the eyes and expressions, glints of love. What can be subtler and finer than the play of faces on such occasions in the responding crowds? What go more to one's heart? Gaze loving and thirsting eyes in a house or street or public assembly. Give me interminable eyes. Give me women. Give me comrades and lovers by the thousand. Let me see new ones every day. Let me hold new ones by the hand every day. Well formed, beautiful faces, looking you straight in the eye. For me, lips they have smiled, eyes they have shed tears, Manhattan faces and eyes forever me. I too, arising, answering, merge with the crowd and gaze with them. The first glance out of my eyes electrifies me with love and delight. Oh, that you saw these millions of eyes, Manhattan, frequent and swift flash of eyes, offering me love, offering response to my own. What is it I interchange so suddenly with strangers as I pass? What gives me to be free to a woman's and man's goodwill? What gives them to be free to mine? City of orgies, walks, and joys. I share the midnight orgies of young men. I dance with the dancers and drink with the drinkers. Young fellows, robust, friendly, sound out voices of young men. Yet comes one, the young man of Manhattan, the celebrated rough, picking me out by secret and divine signs, acknowledging none else, not parent, wife, husband, brother, child, any nearer than I am. Some are baffled, but that one is not. That one knows me. I love him, though I do not know him. Passing stranger, lover, and perfect equal. To you who you are, a look, the glances of my eyes, these burned eyes that swept the daylight, flashing to you to past to future time as we flit by each other. You do not know how longingly I look upon you. If you passing meet me and desire to speak to me, why should you not speak to me? And why should I not speak to you? Simple, spontaneous, curious, two souls interchanging. You must be he I was seeking or she I was seeking. I do not doubt I am to meet you again. I am to see to it that I do not lose you. Remember you, surging Manhattan's crowds. There in the crowd stood I and singled you out with attachment. I know not why, but I loved you. I never could explain why I love anybody or anything. I meant that you should discover me so by faint indirections and to discover you by the like in you. It seemed, after all, strangers that we were until this moment, that we were not strangers either, in fact, but old acquaintances. All is recalled as we flit by each other, fluid, affectionate, chaste, matured. You grew up with me, were mere a boy with me, or a girl with me. I have somewhere surely lived a life of joy with you. Touch me. Touch the palm of your hand to my body as I pass. Be not afraid of my body, and ever at parting kiss me lightly on the lips with robust love. And I, on the crossing of the street or on the ship's deck, give a kiss in return. If I worship one thing more than another, loving longer in my winding paths, it shall be you. Hands I have taken, face I have kissed, mortal I have ever touched. It shall be you. Through Manhattan streets, I walking these things gathering, I saw many I loved in the street or ferry, boat or public assembly, hundreds, yet never told them a word. as if I do not secretly love strangers, oh, tenderly, a long time, and never avow it. The greatest love is that which makes no profession. I swear, I begin to see love with sweeter spasms than that which responds love. It is that which contains itself, which never invites and never refuses, regardless of others, ever regardful of others. Ash, as I was reading this, I was like, why in the world did she pick this one? And then I got to the part that was almost anaphora like, and I was like, that is why. And that is what you were talking about. Thank you. Ash is Walt. Oh, so hungry, right? It's like, whew, Walt's walking around going, I want you and you and you. He was a randy fellow. And so next, hi, Pradipta. Beautifully read. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming in and singing. It's nice to see you. And so next, I'm going to read Creatures of the Air. Ooh, this one's pretty. Let me write that down so I can get the time right for you guys. And so this is Creatures of the Air by Walt Whitman. Okay. The wonderfulness of it. Oh, before I start, actually, because sometimes YouTube and Instagram and all them don't like the Bluetooth connecting, and so that's why I took my earbuds off, because it kept turning off. Can y'all hear me okay without having earbuds on, or does it sound weird? Because I'm worried the speaker might be picking up the electric from my and the fan from my laptop. Is it fine without the earbuds, or should I put them back on? Good? All right, thank you.